you're not going to consistently be able to stop this USA team just with their sheer size and athleticism, both in the paint but also on the perimeter.
So it's going to be a big defensive assignment for Colombia to figure out how they're going to be able to stop her.
Their post players create such a problem.
Seconds away from tip here in Santiago, Chile. You're watching the USA take on Colombia. Kelsey Wright-Johnson, Amy Onward here to bring you all the action late here in Chile. Olivia Miles, not a starter yesterday, but a really impressive stat line nonetheless. Reagan Beers, 1-0 USA lead. Here's Rios. We talked a lot about her to start the game. She finds her spot, but it's just knocked away. The athleticism. The long three, no good. Edwards to Beers, knocked away by Rios. Edwards keeps it in, but Rios able to get that steal. Kicks it over to Munoz. She had a big game yesterday too. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Really pesky defense here by Team USA. Smith gets it up for an easy one.
The decision to put Kennedy Smith, Colombia is going to have a hard time just driving into bodies and hoping for whistles. They've got to be like that right there. I was going to say they've got to be very crafty in their opportunities, and that's about as crafty as it gets. Daniela Gonzalez, you talk about Sally, there you go, you get that look again. Looks at the Colombia Twitter.
Olivia Miles uses the Beers screen. Back into Beers. Doesn't see an opening, kicks it out. Olivia Miles, she'll see the opening. The green light for Miles.
Finding rhythm to it because they're having a hard time seeing past that first pass.
And there's Edwards, we talked about her earlier, the captain of this team, how smooth she plays. She makes it look like it's an easy thing. Munoz finds herself open in the corner, chucks it up, no good. Now it's USA in the fast break. Neepkins, no one around her off the glass.
Best freshman defenders, that's what Coach Gottlieb said that she's ever seen. She's strong.
Colombia down by 5 early.
39 points on turnovers last night for USA. They felt good about it. That's the push mentality.
Olivia Miles letting the Americans set up. A great pass in to Edwards. It's just going to be called an out of bounds.
Wow.
Stuelke over to Neepkins. Back up to Miles. Miles looks to get past the defense and create an opening, and she just does just that. Neepkins takes advantage of the spacing and puts it up for 3.
Strong. She knows how to use her body, explosive, all those things that make a great defender, but then also
kicks it out. They had a couple players open at the 3, but continue to drive. And we have Van Slooten down low. Van Slooten's gonna get the bucket and the foul.
You're always taught, and especially at a young age when you're playing that 4 or 5, you run.
Hidalgo. Nice ball control there. And I think she was frustrated with the foul there too.
And so now you're the leader into the leadership role for Jan Jensen as she took over that program from Lisa Bluer. So she's played every role.
What a block there by Blakes. Now in transition, Hidalgo hasn't been able to find her rhythm quite yet, but Blakes is there once again to clean things up from deep. USA, a very deep team, so they have the advantage there that they can go real hard. Stuelke showing that, getting right into the passing lane, makes it look easy on the right-hand side as she lays it up in the fast break. It'd be a foul on pause.
There's Stuelke shooting the gap off the inbound.
Another big 3. You cannot allow Michaela Blakes with just her physicality. Munoz crosses Smith, finds the lane. Van Slooten is there to say absolutely not. And there's going to be a foul called there. Just a little bit too much aggression.
We have not had a bucket yet from either side.
Rios heard Amy talking and said, I'll give you one. Here you go.
Taking care of the ball because the runs, they just snowball. And we saw it last night. We certainly.
Miles behind the back. Wow, the no-look pass into Van Slooten. The crowd liked that one.
That's a big risk to take because you are going up against. Yeah, I even thought even in that move looks a little tired.
In the corner, a big three by number 11, Kennedy Smith.
I think that's the best way to play when you're having fun on defense, but it leads to those week out, here we go opportunities to score.
Pause up top. Tries to hand off to Rios, just a sloppy pass there. Not able to get it. Team USA tries to take advantage, and Edwards will do just that. An and one play for Joyce Edwards. She'll go to the line for one. Lopez, a strong drive, gets to the elbow. Touched every single piece of that rim. The no-look pass down to Edwards. I know that's what Olivia Miles is so good at.
Action here. Look at that. Oh my God, another one. Those two have...
Quesado tosses it up, no good. And there she is once again. The baseball pass, find her teammate. Didn't even have to put the ball on the floor. Olivia Miles finished last game, you had mentioned, with 7 assists. She's got 6 already here today. So just looking to beat herself at this point. Colombia down low. Vente puts it up off the glass. She calls bank. Neepkins looking to respond. Quesado, excuse me. Just it over. Lopez, 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up for the long 2. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Back into Edwards. One white jersey against a lot of black down there in the key, and she's still able to get it to go.
Great feet.
USA is just too good at collapsing and making that key real small and then getting downhill on the other end. Van Sluten. Delgado. Kicks out. Gets it right back. Uses the screen. Pulls up for a deep 3 off the glass. There's one thing Colombia likes, Amy. It is the bank shot.
Turnovers at 17 for Team USA.
Hidalgo getting everything set. Comes off the screen. Kicks out to Van Sluten. Looks for the open Blakes. A 3-pointer to put an exclamation mark.
16. They're winning the boards 30-14, doubling up on the boards. But the 17 assists, guess what?
And look at that, finds pause. But look who is right there in Joyce Edwards. Great on offense, great on defense. She's in the right spot, right time. Crooks runs the floor well.
Coming up after this one because they've dropped the first.
Miles. I thought she was going to play Amy's favorite defense. No one's stopping me. She tries to get it off. It's deflected, and Munoz on the other end. Just a little bit too strong. Neepkins finds Edwards. Rios. USA out of bounds. 16 seconds on the shot clock. They won't need it. Joyce Edwards wide open as she pump fakes Gonzalez down low.
I couldn't imagine playing for her and just that type of that motivation every day, but also understanding coach is never lowering the bar for you. It doesn't matter what the score is. You're expected to be excellent in everything you do. I love that.
She's looking to push the pace a little bit. USA looks inside. Joyce Edwards, great defense there by Gonzalez. Looking to do it again. Gonzalez stands vertical. Hidalgo comes off 2 screens. Heads back to the right, but sees Beers down low, and she sees the team with the block down low. Now Valencia Lopez finds the opening right at the foul line. She made 2 earlier with the clock stop. She makes 1 from the same spot now.
It would be easy to force some shots or maybe look out for yourself a little more. Put some numbers up, but they continue to play the right way.
Booker, what a nice, great on the defensive end too. Head's kind of always on a swivel, in the right place at the right time. And just like that.
Yeah, when you're committing to a closeout, you've got to swing hard. And
Quesado off the screen, stripped by Hidalgo. Hidalgo, so good, so smooth. An animated USA bench. Quesado, a nice spin move, gets an open pause off the glass for 2. Audie Crooks, I think, hits her head a little bit there. She got undercut, but absolutely not a purposeful play. Just Rios's little gets there. Cascado with the big 3.
Rise and fire.
Miles was looking for Crooks down low. Crooks, you talked about a great footwork, and there she is, almost finishing down low, able to get her own offensive rebound. Back out to Miles. Miles, the long two, right over Casado.
Her 9th point of the evening, 7 rebounds. We're on triple-double watch.
I like it. I want it for her. Lopez up top. I like this shot for her. That one's good, nothing but net. Colombia running through their plays, sharpening themselves for their next 2 games or the rest of this tournament. She wants it down low. 2 defenders on her, gets her own rebound, puts it back up. A real tough finish for Crooks.
You can see the rotation, even point blank at the rim, some spin on the ball. Soft.
Lopez, a nice move to pull it back there. Right in rhythm. That was nice, that was beautiful. Olivia Miles scoops it in on the left-hand side. Up to Lopez. Rejects the screen, she's got 2. Pulls 2 defenders on her. Vente dishes off. Fakes the handoff. No good, some contact, but no call. Neepkins over to Crooks. Crooks says, why not?
Telling their teams to get confident with those mid-range jumpers off ball screens.
Beers can't get it done the first time, grabs her own rebound through contact, puts it back up. She's gonna go to the line now for just 1 shot.
That second chance.
Yeah. Booker, crafty move. Finds Flage Johnson in the corner, no good. Van Slooten, what a rebound right over the offensive player. A great block there by Mascarello.
4 points, if they can close that up a little, there's a good chance that the Americans are gonna win some games by big margins. So if you can kind of close that, you give yourself a chance to get out of the pool at a better seeding.
USA. Sloppy turnover there by Booker as Lopez chucks it up from the 3.
I would, again, the opponents are going to be looking at this film. Those shots have been available. Those mid-range jumpers.
I mean, it removed her contact. It almost looked like her moved it around a little, so some contact there, but Booker there. And that's going to be game as Blakes cleans up the rebound. At the end of this one, USA, 80 points. Colombia, they're going to end with 43.